Can we talk about the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer? Because I really do have a problem with Marvel. They put out shit trailers. They put too much in them, and they chop it all up all fast, and you don't know what the fuck is going on, but everybody can slow it down and, like, find things. And lately, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I've been talking about this, like, HBO, so essentially Warner Brothers, and all these other companies are putting out these trailers for these things like the Batman, and it's like these long, flowing scenes, and we actually see characters, and we actually see things, and I feel like they gave us a ton in this trailer, but didn't give everything away. I thought for sure they were going to drop maybe not Tobey Maguire, because it's like, if you weren't a kid in 2001, 2002, you don't understand, but I thought maybe Andrew Garfield, but, well, I'm pretty sure we were all right, and we were like, I think that Doc Ock is going to be like, you're not the Peter Parker, I know, and that's exactly what happened, but Hannibal Lecter, we've been talking about him, he's one of my favorite characters ever. I like that they're doing the Silence of the Lambs thing, and they have him in a cage, and all this shit. I did like because at first I was like, why do his... Okay, well, let's just go in order, because I'm gonna go way off topic. I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps, and commenting really helps. But yeah, let's talk about the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, because I had to watch it at work again, and it sucked. I think this strictly in theaters, ballsy. Like that Dr. Strange was saying, you botched the spell, and I've been saying that this is not Mephisto, this is a different Doctor, like, this is not our Doctor Strange, this is a different Doctor Strange, but then after the What If episode, I'm like, okay, so this is a thing. The trailer, we get a longer scene with Doc Ock, it's fucking great, it's fucking amazing, and when the fucking claw is going in on Spider-Man, and then the hood comes off, and he's like, you're not Peter Parker, that was really super fucking cool. The shot where they're like red, and I was like, okay, so did his tech change because he's in this universe with this Tony Stark or whatever, or is Tom Holland Spider-Man using his suit somehow, like nanotechnology to wrap around the arms? I don't know, but either way, he's gonna get into a cell, and that's really fun. I liked that Silence of the Lambs thing, so it's like we have the bad guy who's gonna help us get the other bad guys. They liked Cap's shield being, is that at the Statue of Liberty or what's going on there? But I really like the Cap shield thing. That just looked cool. The black Spider-Man suit, I don't think that's Tom Holland. We saw the black suit Spider-Man, but maybe it is Tom Holland. I don't fucking know, but all I know is, let's talk about this trailer and how cool it was. When he had, because I know in the comics at one point, he gets the cloak from that Doctor Strange has, but when he was using fucking magic around his wrist, oh my god, that was so cool. And when it was going around his wrist, I was like, oh my god, I don't know what's happening here, but I'm all about it, and it was super fucking cool. Oh, the fucking voiceover. Dude, Willem Dafoe is the fucking shit. Willem Dafoe is the shit, and when they did the voiceover of, like, you're chasing ghosts, this, that, and the other thing, or Peter, you're lost, and all this shit, okay, remember that fucking Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin was, like, the original Gollum? Not the original Gollum, because I know Lord of the Rings came out before that, but I mean, in movies, he was doing that whole Gollum thing, where he was like, I truly feel remorseful in this character, but then when I'm switching over to Green Goblin, I'm somebody totally different, so I'm like, is he gonna step in more, like, and trick the Tom Holland Spider-Man we have right now, or is he talking to fucking Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire? And I'll tell you when I think Tobey Maguire is gonna show up. Okay, in the trailer, there's a shot of Tom Holland reaching back to catch one of the fucking pumpkin bombs, and it's the green little ball that Green Goblin throws, and it looks like he's gonna miss it. Okay, remember in Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire when he snatches that shit out the air and fucking chucks it back? That's when Tobey Maguire's gonna show up. If that scene isn't just for the trailer, and because that's... I'm like, the second I saw it, I was like, oh, Tobey Maguire's gonna catch that. Tom Holland's gonna miss it, and Tobey Maguire's gonna catch that shit and throw it fucking back at the Green Goblin. From the early 2000s is gonna go nuts. Read my friend Brad's text, because he was saying this too, and they do say it in the trailer about like ghosts and they all died fighting Spider-Man and yada yada yada, but Brad is my go-to comics guy. Don't come for Silver Surfer, don't fucking come for Storm, Brad will eviscerate you, but Brad knows his shit, and he's the one who sent me the trailer, and I was like, really? Of course I'm at work. But it came out, he got it like after 2 minutes of it being out, I swear to God, but he's over in California too, so I don't know if that matters, but I was fucking dying. He just texts me funny shit about comic book stuff, and he keeps me on my toes. And I sent him a list of the things that I'm telling you guys. Oh, and then we'll get to what I really think. Quote, I liked how Dr. Strange was like, all these fuckers died fighting Spider-Man. So if you wanted to know why I use the phrases and talk the way I do, this is how we talk to each other. Like, there's a blatant quote in this about they all died, that was their fate, but instead we have to text and say, yeah, Dr. Strange was saying, Spider-Man killed all these fuckers. And then I texted him back and said, Spider-Man leaves bodies. But anyway. I definitely think that Willem Dafoe is going to play a bigger role. I don't know, but like I said, I don't know on which side. But I did like how they all died fighting Spider-Man. That's a big thing. Fate and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is a big thing. I've watched The Amazing Spider-Man, and I know people love it, so I'm not coming for it at all. And I like Andrew Garfield. I think he's a cool person, I guess. I don't know him like that, but he's fine. I don't hate him or anything. And I know a few people that really love his version of Spider-Man, so I'm really excited for them too. And this is just going to be awesome. But I don't, like, is fate a big thing in that too? Because fate is a big theme in the Tobey Maguire ones. Yeah, but that's what Doctor Strange was saying, is like their fate is to die by Spider-Man's hands. So what the fuck, you know? And I'm assuming Tom Holland has a problem with killing them. Like, we're pulling a Dark Knight thing here, and it's like, no, get Tobey Maguire in here to fucking drop bodies. How about that? Because we're from the early 2000s. And we have Sam Raimi with us. And we're ready to drop bodies with practical effects. Let's get serious. I do think that, okay, when Doctor Strange and Tom Holland Spider-Man start fighting, and he knocks him out his fucking body, that was fucking tight. That was fucking sweet. And I know we've seen that before, but that one was super sweet. Just because it's Spider-Man, he's all quick and shit, and Doctor Strange's like, nope, not today. And I do think that somehow that is going to affect things with the other Spider-Men, because now it's like, okay, now we're like astral projecting and getting crazy, and we already have multiple ones of us running around, and we're Dark Towering it. But yeah, go read the Dark Tower so you know what I'm talking about, because I use it all the time to reference to. But yeah, that was fucking cool. And then we got the train scene, and if you watch my other Spider-Man video, I talk about this in detail about how I'm like, that Doctor Strange looks very different from our Doctor Strange. Like, and that's why I was like, this isn't Mephisto. This is either somebody pretending to be or another universe's Doctor Strange. And then we had the What If come out, like I said. But go watch my other Spider-Man video. I'll leave the link in the description. But yeah, so we have the train scene, but this time we got dialogue, and Tom Holland is saying, you don't have to do this or something, and there has to be another way. And he's like, nope, there is no other way, motherfucker, because they're fucking coming. And then we get to see the fucking city bending in on itself, and that was super cool looking. And I'm wondering is that just going to be like a mirror dimension thing we're trapping them in because you don't want to kill them, or like, is this our universe? I don't know, but that looked really cool. MJ fall, and I'm like, I know, I'm assuming, I don't know if another Spider-Man is going to swing in and save her, but that's kind of what I thought at first. But then I was like, she does eat it in the comics, right? She does die. That's the thing in one of the comic runs of Spider-Man. And I'm like, Marvel's been getting balls. Don't count them out. They know what we want, and they know we're getting older. I'm just saying. I was talking to Lee about this the other day, and him and Chuck, and they're my comic book people. And I was like, no, they're going to have to. And he was like, yeah. Oh, and Marco, of course. And Marco was agreeing too. But yeah, I think they might let her die. Let's put it this way. If it wasn't, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry. I'm 28 and old. Is it Zendaya or Zendaya? It's Zendaya, right? Okay, I just don't want to sound like a jackass. But I think the only reason she might not die is because it's Zendaya. And then a couple people were telling me that they think that like Spider-Gwen and shit are going to show up, and they're really going to surprise us. But I think that I think we are going to get Daredevil. Because I think that everybody's going at Mephisto, and go watch all of my videos. I need to do a supercut of me saying, like, Mephisto is not fucking coming yet. He's not. If we do get Mephisto, it will be a Thanos-like after credit scene where he says, okay, I'll do it myself, but different. That we are not getting Mephisto. I don't think that. I just don't. And so, yeah, that's why I didn't think Doctor Strange was him. But whatever. I think the devil in disguise is Daredevil. I think Daredevil's going to be the other big thing to show up. If it wasn't Zendaya, I do think that they would off this MJ, because they do need to get darker, and they do need to do something. And Spider-Man is a dark story. A bunch of different iterations, but like most of the time it gets fucked up for him. Dude, I watched the original 3, and like I said, Spider-Man had a huge impact on all of our lives if you were at a certain age, and I was at a certain age, and it was a huge deal. And it's like, I just rewatched those not like a couple months ago, and I was crying like a baby through the Uncle Ben scene. It's like, Spider-Man is not super happy. Tom Holland one is so happy, and it's like, and Spider-Man's always like this, like, yeah, let's go, I'm younger, and all that. That's part of who he is, but this one is super happy. So it's like, I do think we need to knock him down a peg a little bit, and I don't want to do that, but I'm like, to build a better character, you'd have to. But the only reason I don't think she's going to die is because of who the actress is, and if it wasn't her, I do think that they might go there. People. Okay, so the ending when he's like, I can't hold them back anymore. That might mean plural, but I don't think he's talking about the villains. I think it's Kang. I think it's fucking Kang the fucking Conqueror, dude. I think it's Kang. I think it's gonna be Kang. Now, I don't know if the MCU is just using purple to show timeline, like the sacred timeline and shit like that, or like anything to do with time, if that makes sense. Because if you watch the end of the trailer and Doctor Strange getting all crazy, he's like, I can't hold them back. That could mean Kang. Like that could mean Kang. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. And it's all purple. It's all this like purple timeliney looking shit. And I'm like, okay, well, I know we're fucking with timelines in this. So is it just going to be purple across the board and everything when we fuck with timelines? Is it going to be purple or a purple like energy? That way the audience can be like, oh, purple, we're fucking with time. Or is purple strict to Kang the Conqueror and the sacred timeline shit? Because I'm like, dude, that's kind of what I think is going on there. Timeline splits open and it's just Loki Gator. That's all I want, dude. I fucking love Alligator Loki, dude. All hail alligator motherfucking Loki. I fucking love it. I love it. I want him in everything. I really fucking do. The second I saw it, I was like, this is it. Before he was biting hands off everything, just, yes. I'm like, oh shit. And then it's like, we don't, like, we know Michael Keaton's alive and he's a Vulture, and we know we all love Michael Keaton, so it's like, I do think that they held a lot back. Like, we didn't see anything of Tobey Maguire. Like, they might be in different suits, whatever, but I'm like, We didn't get to see an official Tobey Maguire. We didn't see an official Andrew Garfield. We didn't see anything, yada, yada, yada. Oh, yeah, and go watch my short if you're bored about Donnie Darko being in the MCU, because I just think it's funny. And it's 15 seconds of your time. But yeah, no, what are you excited about? Because I'm like, dude, if Kang fucking shows up, I think a lot of shit is going to come. And like I said, I'm shocked. I'm like, you know, you're going to give too much away and I'm going to watch this trailer and be pissed off. And then I was like, no, I am not pissed off. We got a Silence the Lambs thing going. We got this going. We got to see a bunch of the Sinister Six. We got fucking Bendy Time shit. We got Willem Dafoe voiceovers. We got fucking Doc Ock being amazing. We got a bunch of shit in this. And then it was like, oh, wait. There's a ton of shit you didn't show us yet. And I'm real pumped about it. But then at the end when I was like, dude, if Kang also shows up, and I was texting Brad about it, and he was like, I thought Kang too, and he was like, you gotta go see Eternals, and Mom just watched Shang-Chi, and she fucking loved it, and she was like, oh my god, and if you get this reference, she'll give you a lot of credit, she was like, it's like a luck dragon. But I'm happy with Motor City Nerds. Please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, dude, tell me, I might take off work to go see this. I feel obligated to send me anything on Cash App, ever. Subscribes and comments, likes, they help me way more, and for real. Like, I had people ask me, and I'm like, no, this is the best way, because I can't monetize until I'm at 1,000, and all this other shit, and blah, 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 and they hate me in the algorithm because I don't censor myself, and I don't give a fuck, because that's not why I do this. But yeah, do not feel obligated. It's just people asked, and it was easier to put it there, and whatever. Oh, and I'm gonna work with a couple other channels on a couple Spider-Man things, and I'm really excited about it, and I'll tweet about it. Go follow, my shit's in the description. Yeah. Have a good week.